What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's dive into NXT from March the 19th, 2024. A pretty okay episode of NXT. Stand and Deliver is in 2 weeks. The card is just about finalized. I believe Shawn Michaels is probably going to shoot for 6 matches on the main show, and then probably maybe add a 7th match and have that be on the kickoff show. That's what he might do. But the show was okay. There was some stuff I didn't like about it, but for the most part, NXT is always solid. NXT is always solid. It's actually one of my favorite wrestling shows of the week to review. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. Like, I'm being 1,000% serious when I say that. So we kicked off the show with the first match of the night, that being Roxanne Perez versus Tatum Paxley. Roxanne Perez defeats Tatum Paxley via the crossface. It didn't last for about, I think, maybe 5 to 6 minutes. And then after Roxanne Perez made her entrance, Tatum Paxley came out, and then she had a little brawl scene with Roxanne Perez. And Roxanne Perez tapped her out via the crossface. So, post-match, Roxanne Perez gets on the mic. She said she's tired of waiting. It's time for Ava to make the decision and give her the title she never lost. And then out comes Lyra Valkyria. She has a little brawl scene with Roxanne Perez. And then Roxanne Perez is able to apply the crossface onto Lyra Valkyria on the floor. So I'm digging heel Roxanne Perez. She kicks ass. And I'm digging this. It's actually a match I want to see again. Even though we got it, I believe it was not too long ago we got that match. I want to say maybe... Well, no. We never got the match, I don't think. So, I mean, this is fun. But does Roxanne Perez win the title at Stand and Deliver? I'm hoping she does. Believe it or not, I'm hoping she does. Because if she doesn't, it's all for naught. Moving on. So, Noam Dar, he wants Last Legend to keep her focus during tonight's main event. So the Alpha Academy, they show up. That being Maxine Dupree, Otis, and Akira Tozawa. So Otis admits that he's slightly jealous of Trick Williams for kissing Last Legend last week. Last Legend wants nothing to do with Otis, so she walks away. So that's fine. Pretty good little comedy segment. Moving on. So Lyra Valkyria, she is refusing to receive medical attention. In the trainer's room, Lyra tells Ava to make the match official for Stand and Deliver. Ava obliges. Okay, makes sense. What I did not like is Josh Briggs, Oba Femi, and Dijak. This segment was not good. So basically, Josh Briggs, he comes out, he gets on the mic. He says, Oba Femi's going to come out here and talk about how he damn near put Brooks Jensen to the ring last week. So, Josh Briggs said that Jensen is a tough kid. He said what pissed him off is that Oba did it with a smile on his face the entire time. He wasn't out here to hunt and destroy. He's out here to wound. So then Oba, he comes out to the ring. He said that he was surprised that Josh Briggs didn't enjoy his title defense last week. But you have a point, though. I relish in the idea of testing a man's limit. I relish in the idea of pushing a man to the edge. Because when I step through the ropes, there's no place for emotion. Only thing that matters is results. And then he says that Josh Briggs is a man of courage, so he'll give him that. He's steadfast, that being Josh Briggs. So, Josh Briggs puts himself over. He said that he's a little bit tougher. He's big, just like Oba Femi. He's the baddest dude here, basically. Then he introduces himself, Josh Briggs, as the Man of Mayhem. This is NXT. This is where I throw hands. So then, Josh Briggs wants to know if Oba Femi is going to put the North American title on the line, and let's see who falls off the ledge first. So Oba Femi says, Josh, don't say I didn't warn you. And out comes Dijak, and I wanted to saw my TV in half. So Dijak comes up, puts over Oba Femi. He says that he must not be a man of memory, because last week he told him that when you're done playing around, I'll be the man waiting for you. So, champ, here I am. You must haven't forgotten, or you're ducking me. Which one is it? So then Josh Briggs steps in. He calls Dijak Shaft, and then Dijak's like, "Look, you talking about a wannabe Shaft? You talking about Samuel Jackson?" He's like, "Brother, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I'm white." So I kind of laughed at that a little bit. It doesn't matter. He told him to get lost. This is about him and Oba Femi. And then Oba Femi is like, this isn't about either of you. No. Because when it comes to this title, it's Oba Femi, and then there's everyone else. So then Dijak, he's trying to pull Oba Femi back into the ring. Josh Briggs shoves Dijak into Oba Femi. The Oba Femi punches Dijak, and then Oba Femi clotheslines Josh Briggs over the top rope. And then Oba attempts to go for the toss powerbomb. So Dijak, he lands on his feet, and then there's just a huge standoff in the middle of the ring. So I'm thinking triple threat match, and I don't like it. No, this is not good. This is not good. Why do this shit to Oba Femi? Why? The guy doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve it. This is dumb. This is absolutely dumb. Moving on. So, Shawn Spears is backstage, and he says, there it is in its purest form. Pride always comes before the fall. The downfall of a man and his ego. It's such a shame. So then Joe Gacy comes from wherever he's at, crying out. And he says, but it is. So maybe they're setting up a Shawn Spears versus Joe Gacy type of feud. That's fine, I guess. That's fine. You could put that on the kickoff show. That way I wouldn't have to watch the damn thing. Moving on. So, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, they defeat the No Quarter Catch crew. They have now been added into the qualifying match. So they defeated Charlie Dempsey and Miles Bourne. So it is what it is. I figured they were going to lose anyway, that being No Quarter Catch crew. So Nathan Frazier gets the win via the Phoenix Splash. Moving on. So we get a video from NXT Anonymous. It shows Von Wagner and Robert Stone arguing with each other following Mr. Stone's loss to Lexis King. Stone is livid that Von Wagner carried him out of the ring like a baby when he told him to stay in the back during the match. All right, this makes sense. If they're going to break them up, that's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not really that important. Like, who gives a damn? Moving on. So, Kelly Kinnaid, she had a backstage interview with the Wolf Dogs. So, Baron Corbin is pissed he had to pay for dinner last night. And then the Alpha Academy, they challenge the Wolf Dogs to a match next week. If they win, they get added to the tag match to Stand and Deliver. So, Braun Breaker accepts the challenge. However, the Alpha Academy's dream of becoming NXT Tag Team Champions will come to an end, courtesy of a spear and the end of days. Nice. Good shit. Good shit. We all know that Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin are going to win anyway. I mean, why would they lose? Like, come on. We all know that Akira Tozawa is taking the pin next week anyway. Like, I doubt Otis will take it. So, Akira Tozawa is going to be the guy for the job. Moving on. So, this leads us into Ruka versus Brinley Reese. So, this is babyface versus babyface, which is kind of odd. And she was accompanied by the homeboys, Malik Blade and Idris Inoue, who aren't really even on the show all that much. But thankfully, they showed up this week. So Ruka, she wins via the Soul Snatcher. I can't believe she's still doing the damn finish. That's not good. So Ruka needs to come up with a better finisher. Didn't she just come back from an injury involving her leg? She needs to think smarter. She needs to preserve herself. She doesn't want to be injury prone. So Ruka is what, 21, 22? No, she don't need to be doing that. She needs to come up with something different, like a neck breaker or DDT or something. But there's no way that if I was booking Soul Ruka, there's no way she'd be using the Soul Snatcher. There's no way. I would tell her personally, hey, look, babe, you have to come up with a new finish. Just that way we can preserve your knees later on in life. Moving on, Blair Davenport attacks Ruka from behind. She hits her with the Kamagoye. So they're setting that up for Stand and Deliver as well. Or that might be next week. That might be on next week's show. Or maybe even the Go Home show. Moving on. So, Gigi Dolin, she's talking to Ren Sinclair in the locker room. Gigi said that what happened last week with Arianna Grace was a stroke of bad luck. She was just returning the favor, but the referee caught her delivering the low blow. So Arianna Grace, she interrupts, and she reminds Gigi that the referee's decision is final, and what Gigi did was intentional. Arianna Grace, what she did was accidental. So Arianna says it won't be an easy task, but she's going to make Gigi become a lady. She's dubbing her as Miss NXT in training. I love me some Arianna Grace. Arianna Grace is tremendous. She's great. She is great. And I forgot what she called Gigi. I forgot. Was it Gracie Gwen or something like that or something? It was something like that. I can't remember, but Arianna Grace is tremendous. I love her. Arianna Grace is great. Great. Moving on. So Ridge Holland, he says that this opportunity in NXT is not going the way he thought it would. He needs to be honest with himself, especially after losing to Shawn Spears last week. Okay, that's fine. Moving on. So Tony D and the family, they come out. He says 2 weeks from Saturday, Stand and Deliver. That's going to be the biggest Stand and Deliver of all time. He says now it's the dawn. Timing is ultimate premium. And right now, the D'Angelo family is in a booming period of strength and aggressive expansion. Now I brought in Luca Crusifino because in that big brain of his, he's got a law degree and a sociology degree from DuQuoin's University. Now joining alongside Rizzo and Stax is a man who will bring wisdom to them to match the muscle. Now Ilja knows wisdom equals power, and the Don has immense power. But with that power comes responsibility. That trickles all the way down to the rest of the family members. So please put our hands together for his new consigliere, Luca Crusifino. So then Luca Crusifino says that he thanks Tony D It's his honor, and he pledges his loyalty to the D'Angelo family. So, Tony then talks to Dragunov, says that he's the Mad Dragon, unbeatable, unbreakable champion. He's got respect for him and his mom for moving him from Russia to America to have a better life. That takes guts. I even got more respect for you, what you're doing for your family. But over the last couple of weeks, I've shown you and everybody that Tony D is the man who will break the unbreakable, stand and deliver. So, Ilja comes on the Titantron. He says Tony 3 times. He says, I come to your restaurant for a conversation. Then you left me alone on a bridge with nothing but my own thoughts. You can feel this championship within your grasp. You can smell it, taste it, sense it. But but this here is one power beyond your reach. Now that I understand how this is going to go until stand and deliver. And then Tony responds by saying, you got it all wrong. You have no idea what I can do. You've got no control. See, there's much space and opportunity between now and Philly on April 6th. In fact, I spoke with Ava. So he's going to have a match with Stacks next week. And then he'll see him at Stand and Deliver. Now, the real question is, what shape is he going to be in? That decision is completely up to you. But Ilja, I promise you, one wrong move and you're going to wish you never messed with Tony D. And Stand and Deliver will be a burial. See you next week, kid. So that was great. So I like this. Tony D is the definitive heel in this. Again, do you have Dragunov go over at Stand and Deliver? Do you? Because I know they're going to do, I think, Bash in Berlin. That's in August. So I think that's in August. That's in late August. So you could turn this into a feud, and then maybe the next pay-per-view after Stand and Deliver, which should be around SummerSlam weekend, maybe that's when you have Ilja lose to Tony D. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Ilja is going to be a part of that show. So Ilja, he'll probably win at Stand and Deliver, and then he'll probably lose whenever the next pay-per-view is at in August, because they always usually do a pay-per-view for SummerSlam weekend for NXT. Excuse me. So, moving on, Thea Hale offers some Riley Osborne some encouragement ahead of his title match. Excuse me. She apologized for her behavior during their date. She was taking still be friends. So Riley is glad that the old Thea Hale's back. So that's great. So that's good. I like this. So Lola Vice, she's not impressed by Carmen Petrovic's karate training. So she one-ups her. Okay, that's fine. Next, this leads us into Drew Gulak versus Riley Osborne for the Heritage Cup. Drew Gulak gets the win. The first win goes to Riley. Second win goes to Gulak via roll-up. And then the third and final win came from, I think it was off the top rope belly-to-belly suplex, because Jasmine Nix and Jessie Jane got involved, and they cost Riley Osborne the match. It went 4 rounds. I mean, this is fine, but then again, it's like Charlie Dempsey should be, this should be Charlie Dempsey's championship and his alone. Like, come on. Like, why do you have 4 guys defending it? Like, you could have one guy be in the North American title picture. You could have the other 2 be going after the tag titles. I mean, that's common sense. Like, duh. Okay, moving on. So Fallon Henley, she runs into Brooks Jensen in the parking lot. Thankfully, Brooks Jensen didn't get jumped. So Fallon Henley's trying to help Brooks keep his spirits up. Brooks says that he doesn't want to be here anymore. everything's going great for Fallon Henley, but Josh Briggs is getting a shot at the North American Championship. Meanwhile, Brooks is left with nothing. He doesn't want to talk to Fallon right now, so then he dips out. So Kalani Jordan, she comes in with her sexy ass. She's dressed in camo attire, which is great. And she wants to pitch for Kiana James and Izzy Dame. And then Fallon Henley tells Kiana Jordan that she'll have her back. Okay, that's fine. So Thea Hale, they barged into Ava Rain's office. She was on the phone with Shawn Michaels, I would presume, talking about how she made the Alpha Academy versus the Wolf Dogs official next week. So Thea said Thea's going to have a match with Jasmine Nix next week. That's going to be her first match, that being Jasmine Nix. And then Ava mentions that Duke Hudson can possibly enter the NXT North American Championship title match set to deliver if he wins his match next week. I'm just like, what the hell? What kind of shit is this? So now we're going to add more people to the shit? Like, come on, Ava, what the fuck are you doing? Damn, this is so dumb. Moving on. The Good Brothers, they defeated Hank and Tank via the Magic Killer. I mean, that's fine. The match was fun. Hank and Tank put in some good work, though. They are a good little team. I'll give them that. Moving on. So, Kelly Kinnaid had an interview with Trick Williams backstage. She asked if he has any final thoughts ahead of his first match since Vengeance Day. He said, to be real, he's making his own decisions now. Noam Dar may be a bad boy, but he's not going far. And he can bring his whole gang out there, but he's going to be sticking and moving and looking good doing it. Trick knows that Melo's in the building, and he's happy about that. If Melo shows up, Trick's going to kick his ass. That's what it is, and that's all it's going to be. Nice. I love that. Love that. Moving on. So Roxanne Perez, she says that she'll rip the NXT Women's title away from Lyra Valkyria and deliver. Nice. Nice. I like that. So, moving on. So, JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame, they poke fun at Thea Hale. So, Jasmine Nix plans on putting it into Thea next week. And then, Kiana James and Izzy Dame, they got into a big brawl with Fallon Henley and Kalani Jordan. Nice. Moving on, main event. Trick Williams versus Noam Dar. Trick Williams defeats Noam Dar via the trick kick. The trick shot. And then he gets on the mic. He says, hey, everybody, pay attention. I got something I need to get off my chest. Carmelo Hayes, this is personal. We don't need to wait till Stand and Deliver. Bring your punk ass out here right now. So Carmelo, he sets up Trick Williams. He attacked from behind with his security guards because he was dressed as one of his security guards. And then Melo, he beats down Trick Williams. And then Melo drops Trick with a pump knee. And then Melo stands tall over Trick. And the show goes off the air. So that's fine. This actually makes sense. This is solid. So this is definitely going to probably main event, Stand and Deliver. The NXT Championship will probably be the co-main event. I think that makes sense. I actually want more than just a regular match. I really do. I don't think that a regular match is going to do this justice. We've got 2 weeks left until Stand and Deliver. So hopefully, maybe there's a stipulation involved. Maybe like a steel cage match or a last man standing, something. This just can't just be a regular one-on-one match. It has to be more than just a regular one-on-one match. That's just me, though. But NXT was decent. What did you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.